Hello, hello. Today is a stream I have thought. Yeah, I heard the kurva. Hello. Hello. I'm okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Today's stream might be more interesting. We might react to the worst video of guy who talks about trains later with Vilku. We'll see. I don't know. I thought I would take a piss first before the stream, but my toilet is literally taken away. Not really literally taken away. Just someone is in the bathroom right now, so unlucky. I want to start my forever world in Satisfactory. I should made this long time ago. Not maybe long time. Not that long time ago. Since the release of 1.0. I saw recently that TM played a lot of Satisfactory and that made me want to play again, because I see you playing Factorio and I would love to play Factorio more, but I don't have the DLC and I would love to play the DLC specifically because it's fucking awesome. Like, new Satisfactory DLC is one of the best DLC ever in any game. I feel like this DLC is great. The DLC costs as much as the game itself, but it adds like 4 times or even 6 times the content of the base game. Wie cool ist das bitte? It's so amazing. I feel like we'll play with the music in the background. Official, not official music from the game. I will just mute the Oh, it's muted already. I need DLC also. Okay. Maybe I'll even quiet down a bit. DLC costing the price of the game itself makes sense. It's absolutely packed with shit. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just mad that I cannot afford it, because I'm consumed by my other addictions, and yeah, after I pay off my addictions, then my addiction debt, then I will. Then, whoa, holy shit, I got dizzy. Some simulation sickness or something. Then I will buy a new mouse because I need it. I need it right now in my life, new mouse. And after that, I will buy games again. And yes, that includes Stalker as the first option to buy. I need to build a hub. So let's do this. Here might be okay. Damn. I could buy it now in theory. Yeah, I could buy it now in free too, but it wouldn't be the responsible decision of mine to buy it as much as I want. If the original Stalker takes place in Russia, is that correct? Not in Ukraine. In Russia. I'm saving money, so in Ukraine. Okay. Okay, then I would love to play with Ukraine dubbing. I can play with English subtitles or something if that's the option, to take Ukraine dubbing and English subtitles. I would love to immerse, and that's okay, that's good. You can have Japanese. Oh my god. That feels cursed. Oh, I love it. And I might move it a little bit. I don't remember Q. No Q. H. How do I destroy things? I don't remember how to. I would love to play the original ones because they are OGs. I don't remember how to destroy things. And F jak fuck this building up. Okay. Now I will remember. Fuck this building up. Want some space. Okay, now the worst part. I hate Factorio and Satisfactory for one thing, which is early game. Early game is one of the most of the worst things that exist in those type of games. I'm glad that you can like skip tier 0, but still, like in maybe phase 3rd is coal energy, and in both games when you get the coal power, it's like the game starts. I like the factory that getting to coal is like literally just maybe 30 minutes, 35, depends on how fast you are going with it. So setting all the necessary structure to play the game, like getting all the miners, setting your furnaces to get the plates, etc, etc. Okay. First assembler. Okay, what do we do? I feel like we are going with maybe base building. Maybe with. Do we have like assembler? No, yeah, okay, we have. Okay, let's go with it. Darkest Dungeon since. Oh! Ooh! 30 PLN. I would love to play Darkest Dungeon. I always want to say for Dark and Darker, I want to say Darkest Dungeon, and for Darkest Dungeon, I want to say Dark and Darker. Okay. Let me scan. Where is copper? There is, the closest one is in that direction. Darkest Dungeon is one of the games I want to play. I want to beat, and I was close to beating it, but I always kind of lost. I lost interest in beating it. I don't know. and then it's kind of hard for me to get back into it. But I will play it at some point on stream just to get motivation to beat the game, because I love turn-based games. Especially Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is one of the best, I feel. It's so simple but so effective in its gameplay, and I forgot where I... Bitch! Thank you. Okay. It's here. I have to max it if I buy it since I'm mentally unwell. That's okay, that's good. Ada. Hello, Ada.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
That's interesting to hear about the... I need to get as much... No. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Just take this away, but also Hollow Knight is on set. Of course it does. I need to confess, I kind of hate today's times, because I feel like there is too many good games. And my FOMO ass can decide on one. Okay, I have a lot of games because I can decide on what I want to play, because there is a lot of good games I really want to play, but I don't have time to play them all, and yeah. But I don't want to play without controller. Okay. For example, I talked about this Supervive with friends because I really like Supervive, the game that Darek recently streamed.
Samples of new
I really like
species
Supervive,
acquired.
but the problem is
blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly
hello.
plated skull and spine.
There is a lot of games that are just better than Supervive, and it doesn't mean that Supervive is bad. I think that Supervive is unique and very cool, and I very like, but there are games that I like more. It's like deciding between a game that is 7 out of 10 to play the game that is 8 out of 10. And I don't know what to do. For example, now I came back to playing Deadlock, and I really enjoyed Deadlock, and I want to play it more. And I want to get better at the game, because I like the game. I didn't like Marvel Rivals, for example. I feel like Marvel Rivals and Deadlock are more in the same category of games than, like, for example, Overwatch. But maybe with the new stadium... Overwatch 2. I really loved Overwatch. It was my go-to shooter. But it changed with addition of just other games, to be honest. I feel like the changes that they added since the release of Overwatch 2, with the new game, with new perks and everything, is really great, and I would love it. Like, half a year ago or maybe year ago. But now it's kind of too late. Like, I lost my interest and I don't... Even if I would love to play it, even if I love the changes, I kind of don't feel like there is a reason for me to come back. I played enough of it. Okay, I don't really like PvP games. That's cool also. And I feel like you are more mentally well than other people who does play multiplayer games. For example, because a lot of people who play games, PvP games, shouldn't really play PvP games. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, thinking about playing Overwatch is what you said. Exactly what you said. Okay, what do I need to make a MK1? So, I've been placing those things just to understand that I could do it in better way already. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad to hear. Okay, I'm excited. Example, what I said about playing games that people that shouldn't play is I like, for example, playing competitive PvP games with Shu because she doesn't rage at games. Like, when she rages at something in the game, it's very rare. It's like, if we take 100 sessions, she might rage in 5 of them. And I like it about playing with Shu. I just dislike when people are very negative while playing the games and always bitching about the game. Like, you don't have to play it, you know. You have different games to play. Let me just have fun in game I like. Yeah, can be game of... I understand you. I don't play Dark Souls games just because my controller is a bit broken. And I would love to play it also, but it turned out when I played it that my controller isn't working properly. So the attack button isn't working properly. And it causes some problems when you cannot consistently whiff your attacks in onto opponent, as you could imagine. I need to get things. Can I do something with the grass now to get like better biomass? I'm the type of a person that want to play this type of games only with keyboard. Maybe that's why I rage. I will say that that's why you rage. The game is... I dislike playing on controller. I hate playing on controller. But I would hate myself more if I would like to play this game on controller. Like... sorry, I meant mouse and keyboard. Dark Souls it just sucks. They are designed to play on controller, and it sucks not to play on controller. I'm surprised that I went through learning how to play Monster Hunter on keyboard and mouse, because I feel like this game is also not meant to be played on mouse and keyboard, but here we are. I can't by not having one, and I don't like Xbox. I prefer Xbox layout, so that's not problem for me. Okay. We need smelter. Many noodles we have. Okay. Let me check something. Smelter can how much? 30 to 30, so it's 1 to 1. This produces 60. Okay. So it will suck for it will suck a little for now, but we need it. Let me also get this one to produce a constructor, of course. We make it work first, then we make it look good. Okay? Okay. So I want iron rods. Is there a Satisfactory, Satisfactory and other stuff like that? Yeah. But you need to research it as like in Factorio. In Factorio you are doing it by putting everything into laboratory with those thingies. Here we are progressing by tiers. We have milestones, yeah? We start at tier 0, and that's the rewards for getting stuff. When you want to get something, for example, I want to unlock logistics, like it's my active milestone. I need to provide 150 iron plates, 150 iron rods, and then on top of that 300 wires. And then I will unlock things like building efficiency stats and splitter, merger, conveyor lift. So yeah, and I want to next I want to get my base building so I can build different foundations, so it would be easier for me to move around and do stuff. You have 4 different start points. I prefer to start on Mesa because it's literally just plain it's just plain terrain that you can build your factories on. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, there are other stuff like this, and you progress by tiers, and after you get like to level 2, you need to build like big elevators so you can progress to other biomes. It's space elevator, and for that you need to put very expensive things into it so you can progress between like tier 1 and 2 to 3 4, and then to unlock 5 6 and etc. I still have nightmares about making metric phantom circuits in factory for basically every important thing and not having enough. Yeah, and that's the same history here. Sorry for playing very slow, but I'm very slow with those type of games. I really like to take my sweet time. I don't like to rush things. That's why I like factory games like this, tycoon games, where I can just chill. I can just build in my tempo. I just like games where I don't need to do things, or I do things so I don't have to do things. It's funny. That's why I like coding. You spend like, if you have something that will take you an hour to do, I want to spend 15 hours to build a program that will make it in like 5 minutes or less. So I'll take a factor of my time just to make something that would do the same that I would do in an hour. But I'm doing it so I can not do it. And I enjoy it. Where is long? I think Satisfactory is great. I'll be honest, when I started, when I saw Satisfactory for the first time, I wasn't sold on the 3D thing. I felt like 2D is just better for factory building, and I played Satisfactory, and I think the game is great. The game is great, and I feel like more people should play it. And it's coming out consoles this November, which is really great. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That plates and rods are two different things. So I need to keep this one running as well if I want to produce those type of stuff. As well. So let me put it in a smelter. Let me connect this bad boy up, and let me put the constructor here. One of the best things and one of the worst things about factory builders is the urge to scrap your whole world and start again and do it better. Because who wouldn't want to make a better save? Like, you know so much stuff right now. Like, you could do it even better. Like, imagine, like, this but better. Oh my fucking god. Oh. Okay, let's get the iron. I can, okay. If something is unoptimal, I tweak. Yeah. Like spending times using your notebook to calculate the perfect ratios. What I dislike about Factory, the only one thing is a lot of numbers are kind of secret. and weird. I needed to like use calculators online to calculate the perfect ratios of assemblers and resources to get, you know, the perfect ratio of stuff to be optimal as fuck with my factory, because I don't dislike when something is optimal. I don't like this like overflow method or something. I want everything to be calculated perfectly, so no time, no resource is wasted. And Satisfactory is better at this. Numbers are easy to calculate, and the games provide you with all the information you need in very good way. For example, miners give out 60 resources, and difference between Factory and Satisfactory I would call that is better or worse, for depends on people you ask. Satisfactory is more chill game, and Factory is more sweat game. Let's go. More stressful game. Factory is more sweaty. Satisfactory is more chill. And I don't say it in the way that it's easier. No. Satisfactory is as hard as Factorio in terms of design. Your factory. I would even say that third dimension doesn't make it easier, but makes it harder to design everything. But Satisfactory is more about exploring world, finding new stuff that you could do like in different parts of the map. And Factoria is more about fighting of the fauna of your planet to survive, and this constant fight between getting stuff done in your factory and fighting of the potential enemies. That makes it more stressful. And especially in Factorio, your resources run out, which is kind of scary. I always play with more resources when I play Factorio. I dislike the idea of resources like getting empty pretty fast. I like when they stay for a while, so I always bump up my numbers. But they always run out at some point, no matter how much you get. So you need to constantly expand your factory, get your railways, trains ready. But here in Satisfactory, when you got a vein of resources, you'll get them. Like, they are permanent. You get a constant number, they are permanent. And that's cool. For Factorio, it's amazing that they have world generation. So every save is different, the resources are different, and always challenge is a little bit different. For Satisfactory, that sucks that there is one map, you can just choose different start. So you can like optimize the map in a way. If you would like get into it, you would find like where is the best place for doing what in a map, so you could you wouldn't have to do anything really. Oh shit, wait, what? Oh, It's not connected to the... Ay, caramba. Okay. So the games are very similar, but they are very different at the same time. And I really enjoy that about them. So let me provide iron rods for the thingy. Let me craft just iron plates, so I can use all of my iron bars in my inventory. So it doesn't clog my inventory with useless stuff that I don't really need. And one rod, so it's 69. Nice. Also, what is very great about the Satisfactory, there is a system of alternate recipes. You find stuff in the world that you can scan for alternate recipes, so you can make something in different way. I don't say it's more optimal, it's different. So you can like substitute some things in different things, which makes the gameplay again very unique in the way you approach even things like making screws, which is one of the most popular resource to make. So let me, there is a power source here that connects to here, and let me put a smelter like here. Build it here, connect to this power source. Let's get my copper ingots running and get my constructor ready around here, connect it to here. I'm missing cable. Oh, 9. Crafting bench. Okay, wires. Okay, now we wait. There is nothing to stress about. Let me get the cables. We want to get to another point with those cables. Let me scan for... No. Scan for limestone. I just remember it was, yeah, somewhere around this way. Where I left my mining thingy. Is it here? Hello. It's not here? Was it there? Yeah. Wires too long. You're taking too long. Let me get a portable miner. Let me put a normal MK miner. Uh-oh. Let me put in advanced constructor, because we don't have to use a smelter for a limestone. My mouse stopped working again. Are we sick? Yeah. Can I build a container? Storage container, yeah. We'll put it here. Put it here. Ooh, we lack resources to put it here, and there is the problem we faced might be that we run off the power, because there is too much power consumption right now. It might be too much, so we need to add another power generator, which is biomass burner. And we can check it easily by clicking E. Look, max consumption went up and everything went down. So now I need to add another biomass burner to our grid. And we need to do this so we can speedrun into getting a fuck. Into getting a you know what I mean. Coal power as fast as possible. Maybe add another one. Okay, let me add more leaves. And our capacity bumped up with our max consumption levels. I really recommend the channel of Kibitz if you want to watch more videos about Satisfactory. He's very cool about making very big structures, mega bases and things like that in this game. I'm more of a fan of making a lot of smaller systems than making one big one. Now I like when there is, like in code structure, one class is for one thing only. Like the solid structure I like to follow. I like all of those design rules, etc. It makes me feel something nice. So yeah, that's my plan. Like I want everything to be their own system using the resources that are close to each other. Okay, we've got plates. Let me check on the wires because we need a lot of them. Okay, we'll wait a bit. I guess only 30 by... I don't know if you hear that or not when my mouse unplug because of the wire. I hope you do. The funny thing is my mouse broke when I played Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty that I shouldn't play. For example, when we talk about having and not having money, I was in my debt with board game of Cyberpunk and I bought Phantom Liberty anyways, and I shouldn't. That time, but I did. And I won't make this mistake ever again. I'll be a good boy. Let's launch our things.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. That's a little more depth. Yeah. I mean, it was really worth it to play it. But I feel like it's a karma for and my mouse broke for it. And now I need to spend more money to buy a new mouse, but I really want to buy mouse I will use forever. That's why I want to buy Logitech for 400 PLN, even more. That is wireless. So my wire won't break any more. And I really like the mouse. I like how it feels in my hand because I tested in real life. Just in store I hold it. I really like how it feels. Has a lot of buttons. It's a G50 502 probably, but wireless version of this mouse. Because by having a wired version is like 200 PLN, and wireless is like twice as much. But I feel like it's worth it, having a wireless mouse. The only wireless mouse I tried was when I was at Zexen's He had a wireless mouse, if I remember correctly, or I don't. Or no, he might. No. He doesn't have wireless. He has ultra light mouse, which is G52 is the mouse. You like it as well? I'm glad you like it. My option. I'm literally having always XCOM open just to not lose the mouse. Is Logitech G502X Plus, the version with the RGB on it. Looks very cool and has a lot of things that I like this infinite scrolling. Oh my god, imagine b-hopping in CSGO with infinite scroll. Just move your scroll and fucking b-hop. For most people, it's a mouse that is there for many years. Yeah, that's why I want to invest a lot of money in one mouse that I know won't break and I won't change, and I will struggle with my current mouse just to get my money for the next one. But I can't because board games are existing. And I hate the fact that board games are existing because they take away my money. For example, now I'm paying off Princeps and Deep Rock Galactic board games. And I don't know what will be in the future. And I ask myself questions. The only game I'm not 100% sure about if I really want it, it's the Deep Rock Galactic one. For Deep Rock, I'm not 100% sure if I really wanted this game. Princeps, Cyberpunk, and Valheim, I really wanted. Like I do, and I don't regret spending shit ton of money to those things. But again, when we talk about Deep Rock Galactic, it's FOMO.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Store this potential resource for later use.
Sulfur.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fixit helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
No.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Okay, let me get all the grass to burn. Yeah. And the worst part is I could buy a mouse if I didn't take the Pro Galactic board game. Because it's costs the same amount, but I really got onto FOMO because I really wanted a small expansion that is exclusive with Betsy. Like how I could not get the Betsy. I love Betsy. Have you played Deep Rock Galactic, Noro? I don't. You probably don't. But I kind of feel like you and Deep Rock Galactic is like I don't know why, but it's coded in my mind that it's game for you. Like it's a game that you play. Maybe because you are playing Barotrauma and those I might try. It's hard to explain, but there are people like me or Vilku that they play this weird type of this weird set of games, which is Satisfactory, Factorio, Barotrauma, Deep Rock Galactic, this weird industrial games. I don't know how to even categorize them all. You are playing Factorio, you are playing Barotrauma, and it's already coded in my mind that obviously you play Deep Rock Galactic. For some reason, people who play those games all plays Deep Rock Galactic also. But I can't wait for Raw Core. It's another game by Ghost Ship Games that made Deep Rock Galactic. That is roguelike Deep Rock Galactic cooperative. It will be a different game. It won't be like the same, but it will run on the same engine with the same graphic style. And it will be this roguelike experience. And I kind of like the idea of it. Deep Rock Galactic in long term can get really repetitive. Especially when you unlock everything. Okay, let me get this. So we need to wait for more concrete. I think we might. Shu, are you still here? I have question for you, and it's very important. Yes, okay. Will you make your own avatar, or should I do it? Because I might stop playing this game in a few minutes. And I will draw for another, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So if you want to make your own avatar, I will leave it to you. Or if you're not feeling, you're not feeling it to make your own, then I will continue to draw the one I started recently. I want to do it. It's good motivation to finally start drawing. Okay, so I'll try to draw something else. I'm thinking about something like ending stream, starting stream, and be right back screens to draw them.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fixit production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
So, okay. Let's get the base building resource and end the stream. We need just 11. Okay. I want merch from Satisfactory. I want the same cap that Wilku has. He has Satisfactory cap from the game, and it's amazing. Later you can unlock things like cap just to hold in your hand and pretend to drink it, but you can't because you are wearing the helmet, so you cannot drink the coffee. So you're just going around with coffee in your hand. And I want the cap that you can get in the game, because it's a merch also in real life. Torchlight to demo, what the fuck? Get the grass. So, I might alternate between Voices of the Void and Satisfactory for a while. I might drop Papers, Please, because I don't feel like... I want to come back to Papers, Please and go like in November and play every day of Papers, Please. Like in the same day that is the game like located, if that makes sense, what I'm saying. And then moving on to a different game. I hope I'll be able to do it. Bang!
Milestone reached.
And now we got the
Structures are
most
now
important
available
thing
for
in the
factory
world.
organization. Foundations provide a building
Foundations,
grid that makes it easy to
baby.
manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Okay. Let me get the last thing of tier 1. So we need screws, and screw me. Because screws are annoying to make, but it's not a problem for today. Because we are moving on to drawing. Let me save the game. O, hehe, Granku Damiana Deep. Dwóch typów podcast. Jest Vulpure and Wilku. Lo-Fi Factory. Either send help, stream UW. What's the day? It's 29th of... Okay, exit the desktop. Let me prepare the scene for drawing.
Wręczę ci mandacik za przekroczenie piękności.
Okay. Draw. I need to check what type of... Oh, okay, wait. Is 1020 to 1080. Resolution 72. Okay. Let me change the scene. Pew. Drawing stream. Let's go. Okay. So, what we should make for a... Wait, I think I could do something interesting as well. Let me just add something. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to get. Just get this part. Oh. This could be cool. If someone likes the music that they hear, then they could see what's playing right now. Okay. So we might do, instead of starting ending stream right now, we could try to do emotes if you have ideas for it. Like, I really want emotes that will be used, not something just funny, but something that will be used by people. We also need to update the old ones. So, for example, this one of getting laughed at should be remade. And I don't really know how to make it better right now. I really like the idea of having a face of those laughing wolves meme. I don't know. What's a good idea and what's not right now. Okay. Let me... something maybe like this. What colors should we use? Or maybe okay, hear me out. I know what we are making today. Let me just get maybe around this size. Do not save. Let me get. We are making our new model. Okay, our new avatar for streams. But the harder part is we are making it for new software. But I bought long time ago that I shouldn't buy like this early with no The software is called Honk, and it has different mouth shapes for different sounds. So we'll make every folder for different mouth shape, and we'll draw it for yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Different head for different mouth shape, and we'll make the mouth shapes. What? What happened? Why is it so bugged? Do you see? Huh? Something really fucked up. Oh? Huh? Okay. It's okay. So I need base. We need PBM. Is a sound that starts with P, B, M. Like the mouth shape is the same. F. Let me change the name. We need also D. Like in D. D. K, J. Should we see something? No? Ch. I'm just making folders that you can see. S, Z. N, L. R. A. E. I. O. U. That makes a lot of different mouth shapes. So let's start with the base one. We try to sketch every needed head for it. So let's try with the base, which will be something like this. That should be turned like this. Perspective, for example. So it will be something like this. And then we go with our mouth. And now I see there are some problems with positions of let me make it different way. Let's start with mouths. There is a nose. So this one will be just closed mouth shapes. Let me check on foxes. Okay, let's check on this photo, for example, as a reference photo. Let's draw it as, is it a fox? What can we see in example of this photo? I'll need to get another photo for in good perspective. The specimen is very stupid. That's that true. Or this. We need to get the shape of it really good. So let me analyze how it's made. Example, if that's our line, that's our head, then the muzzle is really pointed downwards. It's kind of also moved down then up like here. So for example, this, when you have eyes like this, it's pointing really down, so we need to accommodate that. The nose, it's really big and pointing outside. In the mouth, it's like the space between mouth and this should be lower than it's right now to be very fox-like. And it's really like, nose is very pointing onwards. The mouth is really back and this part is really small. As we made some changes to look more, it's funny to say more human-like. So let me draw this. It's not good. Let me get something. So example, if I'll be in this way positioned, the mouth should go down with a shape more like this, which should be. This part is pretty thick, I would call it. So let's include that. With nose really pointing outwards. I dislike this pencil. I got mail. And now I remember that I forgot to send the mail I needed to send. And I'm very stupid for that. So let's get something like this. So we'll get something like this in a shape. We make it bigger so it's easier to see. Let's erase this shite. We make it bigger. For example, this part is more oval than round. But still I need to make it a bit bigger. I feel like we could make nose bigger just for visuals. You get shape of it. Hello. This is not satisfactory. Satisfactory ended. Goodbye. I don't really feel that shape. Let's make it, for example, this. I want to make it more pointy. We are drawing foxes because I want to update my avatar on stream. And they are pulled for reference photos to capture like really the shape of a muzzle of this creatura. We need to do some changes. I'd really like to add the lip and more human-like chin to add this more human-like feeling into it. That's why also I like it to make it a bit nose to make a bit pop. Let me change to art. Well, drawing is a okay, let's go art. Let me make it again bigger We could move this one and this one out of the way so I can. So you can better see what I'm doing with the muzzle. I don't know how it's recalled. We want to make this chin a bit to the back so it's more fox-like. So let's get shape like this. We won't make it that pronounced for a lip, because they are pretty skinny. This part gets really like zoop zoop. Oval like, and let's get pretty close here. They have like canine like noses, very rounded, with the little thingy here. I can't hear this music. I'm feeling like someone is having a okay, so like this. It's a weird mixture of trying to make something that has features of human face, but as well of having a fox-like features. Because remember, I see furries like something that is based on animals, but not animals themselves, and we should capture both human-like features and animalistic features. But it's me. I want to be smile. I want to smile. Now it looks angry, but smile is not just this thingy here. For a smile, there are a lot of things that goes into to create a very good smile. For example, this detail right here, because there is, how do you say it, a cheek. When you smile, cheeks goes up, and there is this shadow that creates because of it. And we want to make a jawline like human-like. Let's add some fur here. And we got our base. For example, of this art, we want to make it for you, Vilku, if you're still listening. I'm making a better mouth capture. So, because I have another software that can recognize the sounds. So my mouth will move as I speak. So for example of right now, when I speak, my mouth is just opened. It's pretty lame. The next one will move with the sound. So when I go like A, B, O, my mouth shape should be different. So we are really focusing on making mouth shapes first and adding them to the rest of the head that I will draw later. You could call it like that. Yeah, it will feel more smooth. Would feel more alive. Because it won't be an animation. I could make a GIF. It's not GIF. If you are saying GIF, you are just... You deserve some prison time at least. But I feel like it's a good base shape for a mouth. We might tweak it later when we get into the rest of it, but I feel like it's a great baseline. What if? Oh my fucking god! You didn't just say that. No. I like this shape. We could make the chin a bit popping out in other way. Because it feels too plain right now. Because I want to say that at the end of every stream since the last stream, I want to start drawing things that are specifically for the stream. So we are making stuff on stream together. So people watching can also have input in this how all will look. Let me make it a bit longer. And then I didn't want... When will you start stream on Garto? Probably never. I just dislike of making another stream just for it. And now when I'm making commissions for someone, I don't really like to make art very publicly. Yeah. I'm not saying never. No, never. It might happen at some point. It depends how I go with artistic career, and the more I think it, the more I will go into being more artist. Because that's a thing that makes me money right now, and it would be stupid to like trying in different ways when I have already something that brings me some money. And when I double down into going with art, I feel that's a good idea for me. Only agree. Okay, so let's make something. And for example of another. Now we are making p, b sound. For example of p, b sounds, we want p, b. We want to make it a bit more closed. So for example of this is I wish is there a way just to click to show only this one layer, but this is normal. This will be PB sound, normal, PB. There is no big difference. P. Might do something with maybe going something like this, just so it feels more I don't know how to call it, sucked in. For PB sound I need to make kind of look like it ate a lemon. Really like I need to make a lip go a bit sucked in. Maybe I will just also make something like this. Everything is subject to change. For example, it's not a big change, but is there. I think we'll come back later to PB sound because it's really not big of a change that it shouldn't be important right now. Okay, maybe let's go with a sound that will be most important right now, and it will be A. A is like one of the most open sounds that will give us like the same feeling that we have right now. I literally need to see the screaming foxes, how they move their mouths. Fox screaming. Hello. Thank you for experience. Fox chatting. Oh my god. That would be perfect thing to watch for our research session. Sorry. Let me change the scene to watching.
Oh, gotta go bug schizo. It's a Dixie!
Fox chatting. Could you stand up for a bit? This is good enough. Look at the foxes.
Hi, Bart. Hi, Bart.
I mean, they kind of go around with a bit open faces. Look, they kind of move their head upwards when they do like those open mouths. when they scream, they also open their, like they tilt their head upwards. So I feel like we need to make it also like this with our face, so my head will tilt upwards all the times when I'll make. He's watching. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look. Pies is watching. Oh my god, so cute. Foxes.
Looks like Jack has something that Valentine wants.
Okay. Let's go back for our drawing our last mouth shape before we go to ending the stream for today, because I will play pick. So we need to turn this into a sound mouth shape. So first of all, let me turn this mouth this way. We need to also change the perspective on the nose a bit. I feel like we need Lasso tool, my favorite. I hate it. I feel like it needs to be tilted a bit like that. Maybe like that. I need to watch it again. The mouth open. Should first of all make. First of all, let me move. Oops. This out of the way. So A should be more like this in terms of how open we want the mouth. Or maybe, do we want to make it bigger? Let's make it bigger. It should be more like this. It will look stupid and I love it. Then we need to even tilt it even more, I would say like this. So for example, that's the base. That's A. Base A. Look at the difference between those two. But I won't make the same stupid problem again, because when we move it, I want it to be in line. of this half circle. So we need to move the mouth of the open one a bit to the back. But when we move the joints, which are here is the joint of keeping our mouth, we tilt it a bit up so it moves kind of also like this. So mouth should be more like this in a shape. Oh my god, and I'm drawing in the water. Ah! Wrong layer all the time. Again, this is here. So your open mouth should be more like this. So let me move it. So it also makes this part more like this. It goes the same distance, so looks okay. And if we go like this, it should, looking at the perspective, which is this one, which is let's check the perspective again. It will go like this. Here it is the thingy. So it should go more like this with the and I still kind of feel like this could go even lower. Don't you think? Like this could be even more opened up. And we need to make this space a bit lower. I feel like I should maybe point more upwards. This part? No. This part should go even first of all. Oh, this sounds more like an A sound. And then we should go like this. So the chin should be more, like the lower part should be more hidden behind the lip, that will be around here. Because of the perspective, because the lip is in front of it and it's bigger, so it should make the chin almost invisible in that perspective. So we should make it bigger, but it kind of feels like that lower part doesn't really match the perspective of the higher part. So let me fix that really fast with my favorite tool. The transform tool. Okay, well, because for example of it, if there is a joint here, the second one should be probably around here. So it should be more here. Okay, I see the problem right now. It should go more like this instead of what I did right now. Yes, no. Even more. It's so fucked. You know what? I need to go to the... Ew, is the... It's better in terms of... I feel the war... It's not the best line I made. And I will go away in literally minute, 1 minute. This line should go something like this line. It's kind of hard to visualize in mind how this line should go. Okay, because we want to make like a circle, but it kind of needs to go with perspective down. So we can track like the middle of the mouth, that should be around here, but this should match up like this point and go like this. So it might be a problem with the position of those joints. But it's a problem for another stream. I think we won't go with extreme cases. We'll go slowly with more and more open mouth. So for example, ooh, like you is should be easier to make with the base we've got. So let me move the U sound, let me turn off the A. It will take a lot of time, a lot of streams to make the new head with mouth movements. I feel like there is something wrong. Now I see there is something wrong with the mouth shape right now of a base. I feel like it's a base problem. For example, of this, I want to move it more like this. And now let me connect these to this. Okay. Thank you for listening, for being here. We'll make sure next time that we get at least the base head with base mouth, so we could start using it as soon as possible with 2 mouth movements. So yeah, goodbye, have a good, I guess we see ya tomorrow.